Is a Thank you, Bern. I forgot to click that. Hi there, everybody. How you doing? Hi, Bern. Thank you for that. Why does it say I have mail? I don't have mail. What? At all? Oh, that's weird. I've actually, I don't think I ever saw that. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. It's something stupid, but like a couple of eggs or something to cook, because this is my cook, this character. Why does it say I have mail? I'm gonna log out real quick. Sorry. That just popped up while I was waiting for the stream to start the stream. Oh yeah, it's funny. Come on. This is Ostera, this is my highest character now, my druid. Night Elf Druid, she's level 30 now. Raber's 24, he's slacking. And then the rest are 19, 19, 18, 16. I would probably have a level 60 by now if I wasn't bringing up freaking 5 characters at the same time, but I'm such an alcoholic. Hi there, Scissors, how you doing? Now it doesn't say I have mail. Whatever, game. If there was anything, I don't think it was important anyway. Whatever. So, now that I got to level 30, I have something really cool. Travel form, which is a druid only thing. Cheetah form. I think it's 40% plus 40% speed. Yeah. Now, if I go into regular cat form and hit my sprint, that gives me a few seconds of 50% speed. So I guess every once in a while, you can only do that like every 3 minutes. So every once in a while, I can switch to cat form and hit that to get a little bit more speed. But it's not much more, really. Probably won't even bother. Just if I really wanted to optimize it. But we are running up to the Moonwell. I hope it's this Moonwell. I'm pretty sure it is. Because I did this quest to find this iron shaft. Fun fact about this Rain's quest, cleansing quest. Well, it's one piece of this long chain, but there's you have to kill a treant, one of any, no, not one, not a special one, just any of them, Actually, I got really lucky with that. I probably should have had to kill a bunch of them, but I got it off, I think, my first or second drop. You know, classic. A lot of the drops are really rough, but the drop rates. But anyway, I had to kill a treant to get a wooden key to open a chest for the iron shaft, which is part of this rod that we're trying to put together. And fun fact, there's like this. Let me show you on the map. Way up here, there's like an area over here off the path heading up to Fellwood. And this area, the Howling Vale, is an area with level like 28-ish organs that you got. A whole patch of them. And I got lost. What happened? I went too far that way. But I thought I had to fight my way all through those worgans, and then there's a part where there's a couple of them. Okay, I'm just going back to the road. I don't know what happened here. I thought I was on a path. And there's a spot like where it's like a winding path, and then at the end of it there's a little spot with nothing, with like a stump with a book on it. And I thought that for sure that was where I needed to go to unlock my box with the iron rod in it, or whatever it's called. Iron shaft. Yep, make all the jokes you want. But anyway, no. That was not what I needed to do. Like, I tried that, and I died a bunch of times there trying to work my way through those worgans. And then there was a rare worgan along with the other two, so it was like you're trying to fight 3 at a time. And this tune's a tank. Kind of. At least aspiring tank. So, finally, I think, was it last night or the night before, I was able to work my way through all those worgans. And then, when I got through it all, I realized that wasn't even what I needed. What I needed was just a little patch. It was around the same area, just off the road, but I didn't have to go up into Howling Vale. It was just right off the road was the chest that you unlock with the wooden key. So I could have done it 3 levels ago. That's why the quest is green now. So that annoying. Okay, good. This was the right Moonwell. I wasn't sure. Let's buff.
Is there trouble?
So now we can go on to the next part of the quest. Yeah, the treants are corrupt. Well, it's Feltwood. It's on the edge of Feltwood anyway. Okay. Oh, now we gotta find the final piece of the Gerard. Okay. Druids of Dardanelles. Follow the road that leads towards the Barrens. The east of that road. They were killed recently. Oh. Interesting. I have another quest out that direction, so okay. Okay, the good thing is, though, that got rid of the quest item, the Iron Shaft quest item. Because I'm trying desperately to clear out my inventory as much as I can. And of course, in Classic, all the quest items use up spots. This journal, I don't think I can get rid of until I'm done with this whole quest chain. Either that or you just keep it forever, and I could have gotten rid of it. I'm not going to read it all right now, but what I want to do, especially something that would be a little bit more interesting maybe for streaming, is I'm level 30. I should be able to solo my way through the lowest level dungeon, Dead Mines. I think I should be able to do that, and probably Wailing Caverns too. I have a bank back at any of the major cities that I can put some stuff in, but it's pretty full. I need bigger bags is the thing. which means I'm gonna have to get my. If I get my tailor up, my warlock, I can make 10 slot bags, which actually she only has 2 bags that are only 8s, so that would give me 4 more slots. Big deal. But let's see. Do I want to run out here? So I have a quest somewhere around here. There's Night Elf Barrow Dens that I have a quest for somewhere around here. And then I have this other quest that I just picked up. Is this quest? It's back to being yellow. Okay. And fun fact, this is the wackiness of Classic. This Tower of Alphalax quest. This quest chain started at like level, I don't know, 15, 16. Now I'm level 30. And this quest I just tried it. It's the last part of it now. Go back to the tower and kill this, whatever this guy's name is, Anthracus Nursen. But he's in a tower full of warlocks, and they're all level like 29, 28, 29, and warlocks with Voidwalker pets. And if I try to fight more than one of those at a time, forget it. It's like you're fighting 4 enemies at a time, and even as a tank, I can't survive that. That kind of bugged me because I made a point to run all the way back up there to try that quest last night, and I got killed pretty quick. Even when I was trying to be really careful and pull them out one at a time, when you get up towards the top of that tower, you can't just pull one group. You're going to get 2 groups. So that was annoying. I forgot. I haven't played this in a little while, so I kind of completely forgot just how brutal Classic is. But that's kind of why I wanted to play it. Because it's a complete opposite of modern day WoW now. And modern day WoW now, you can get to level, well, I'd say level 60, but it's whatever, I guess level 30. You can get through Azeroth in your sleep practically, you know. It's so easy. The only thing that's different, and I actually like the change. There's a lot of changes that I don't like with modern, but the change that I do like is I like how all the enemies on the overworld and the quests and stuff, they all scale up or down with you, so you can quest wherever you want. That is pretty nice. I just wish the dungeons stayed at set levels so that you could solo through them with a high level tune. But I guess they didn't want people being able to farm materials, maybe. Because that's. But I mean, you're putting the work in, so I don't see the downside of that. But whatever. I'm gonna run all the way over there now. Yes. You want no, because I have a flight plan over there. This is as empty as I'm gonna get my inventory. Just about. I'm gonna hearth, and we're gonna do what I said I was gonna do. We're gonna try to run a dungeon. Of course, dungeons are supposed to be 5 people going through them, but I don't know anybody, especially here in Classic. These Classic servers are pretty much all dead now because everybody's moved. The people that want to play Classic have moved on to Burning Crusade Classic, which I can't blame them. I should have done that when I bought WoW Time the last set of 3 months, but there weren't. Maybe they added some servers. I don't know, but there weren't that many servers. I don't have anything to cook. No, there weren't that many servers, and they all were pretty high population, and that kind of throws me off. I don't like competing with a bunch of other people to try to quest and play the way I do, I guess. I don't know. But this is the opposite. There's like almost nobody. It's almost worse that way. And of course, with Classic, the max is still going to be level 60. Yeah, Burning Crusade, the max is 70, and it opens up all of the Outlands, so I am tempted this time around with my WoW time to start over with Burning Crusades. I'm pretty tempted actually. Yeah, that's what I thought. My bank is completely freaking full. Um, yes. In Classic, there's still PvP servers. Yeah, there's uh regular servers, which would be PvE, and then PvP server, and then RP PvP, I think. Now, in modern WoW, everything's pretty much just normal or RP. They got rid of that distinction. Well, PvP is like completely revamped. There's like a war mode or something like that. But yeah, classic. There's still straight PvP servers. I don't like PvP. I never with any game. I never got into PvP. Chris Spider. You know what? I don't need this much Chris Spider meat. Wait, is Chris Spider meat the one that only combines? The only way I can cook Chris Spider meat is making this stupid red rich goulash, right? Which combines with tough condor. Yeah. I can get rid of more Chris Spider meat. Keep one stack. Now, gooey, I don't think I have the recipe for that yet. Crisp. One stack of crisp, gooey, gooey. You know what? 2 full stacks of gooey. There. Gotta make some space. This is why I usually never do cooking, because you end up saving everything because, oh man, I might be able to cook that someday. And it just takes up so much space. And I do not have much space, and I don't have much money. Like, I could buy another slot and put another 6 slot bag in here, but that's a gold. The reason why I want to run these dungeons, by the way, not only would it be something a little different, but I really need money. I'm being a little OCD. Okay, boar intestines, spider eye core. That goes along with bear meat. Flank, flank. Rock. This is all of this stuff now, besides the boar intestines and spider eye core, is stuff that I don't have recipes yet, but I know I can get recipes for, so I don't want to get rid of it. The spider eye core, boar intestines, I'm very tempted to just junk. But I do still have a couple of characters in lock mode on, so I might get some more bear meat. Okay, now what can go in the bank here? This I can mail out. I usually never put quest items in the bank because that's just dangerous, but I really need the space. There. And I don't have any. I could technically put all the leather away too, but I don't have any space. This belt to the fang. I don't need it. Yep, the stats aren't as good, but it's part of the fang set, so I kind of want to keep it just in case I get the rest of the set. I really don't have space or money to be like that. And classic is before you can transmogrify, so if you want to have a different set look, then you have to physically keep it. Oh, this actually I'll take. Stamina stat boost. That's important. Put some heavy leather in here, just in case I do find something skin, it'll be light or medium. Okay. Let's CD over with.
Goodbye.
It is too far away.
Yeah, yeah. And classic, sending mail to somebody else always takes an hour, even if it's your own characters. It takes an hour. I think even by Burning Crusade, you could you could mail stuff to your own characters, and it was instant. I think. Maybe not until Lich King. I don't know. Remember now. Okay, so I just gotta vendor all this stuff off, and let's put this up here. Alright. That's as much space as I'm gonna get. Yes. This character... This character is the only character I have that does fishing and cooking. Those are the electives. That's actually... that was worth a lot of money. Kind of. The fishing and cooking are the things that takes up a lot of space in your inventory, but it does work well together, like a lot of the fish you can cook, that kind of thing. Farming, no, not really. Like if you mean like planting crops and farming, no. Maybe modern WoW when the garrisons came out in the Draenor expansion. Maybe then you can farm because you have like your own estate or something. I really got to play modern WoW just to learn all that stuff because I've never done it. Now, Lord of the Rings Online, farming is one of the professions. No, and WoW, when people say farming, it's like farming for materials, like what I'm about to do, trying to farm through some of the lower level dungeons, or killing the same thing over and over again, farming for a drop, that kind of thing. I always do professions though, like this character is skinning, leatherworking. My pally is mining and blacksmithing. Well, actually, my warrior is mining and blacksmithing too. And then my hunter is an engineer, mining engineering. You get one gathering. Well, you get two professions, and I always go with a gathering and a production. Let's see. My warlock is tailoring and chanting. Actually, neither one of those is gathering, but that's the only exception. Because tailoring you just get from cloth, which is from killing humanoids mostly. And enchanting is disenchanting green items that you don't want mostly. Enchanting is a real pain to bring up. But that's another reason why I kind of want to run this dungeon though, so I can get a bunch of greens and send them to my enchanter. I might sell them though because I really need the money. There's the boat finally. Actually, I could have taken the flight plan just from here to Aberdeen because that doesn't cost anything, but I always take the boat. Why not? I could have done some fishing here waiting for the boat, but it's very low level fishing. It's the fish is worth like a couple copper. So it's really not worth it. But if you're standing around waiting anyway. So I think I'm going to try Dead Mines first. I think it's technically a little bit lower level. Dead Mines, I think, might be worth a little bit more money wise because I should be able to get a lot of cloth. And, well, I need the wool for my tailor. But if I get a ton of linen, I could try to auction it on the auction house. The problem with that is there's not many people on the server, so even if I undercut what somebody else puts cloth up on the auction house, still probably won't sell. I haven't successfully sold anything on the auction house yet in classic, which is unfortunate because that's how you could make a lot of money. Or with the linen, I guess if I can't manage, I'll try to sell it on the auction house. And if I can't, then what I'll do is make a bunch of greens and disenchant them with my tailor. Oh, my rogue is herbalism alchemy. I've got all the professions covered with all the characters. That's why I have so many characters, and that's why they're all pretty low level still, because I'm an alcoholic and I'm trying to level them all up at the same time, pretty much, and that's a lot of work on classic. Now in modern WoW, it's easy, but in classic, it's a lot. Also, what I was thinking of doing, I don't think today, but maybe if I get to doing this and we get tired of it, or I start dying a lot or something, I could switch to modern WoW, and I want to see if on my highest level characters, and my highest level characters are what used to be max at one time. They used to be level 90, so I think they're like. Is that even? It's not exactly half because nowadays they're like level 37. I don't know. But anyway, I want to see. I know the stuff in dungeons scale with you, but I want to see how high. Like if I take my high level character that I was questing in Pandaria with before, if I take him and go into Dead Mines, is everything still gonna be scaled all the way up to me, or is there a cap? Like if I'm level 37 and they stop scaling up at level 30 or something like that, I might be able to still run it. I don't know why I would bother, but I'm just curious, I guess. So I might try that. I think it does keep scaling though, which is just crazy. Can't go into Dead Mines even on my own. That sucks because that's what I used to do a lot in WoW. If nobody else was online, I would go and I would take my level 80 something character, 70 or 80 character, and I would go into like well, maybe not Dead Mines so much, but some of the lower dungeons that I could easily solo, and I would just still take a long time. You still got to be careful and slow about it, but it was kind of fun for me to go through, and then you get a ton of cloth and stuff that you can sell off on the auction house. Not the best way to make money, but it worked. Now you can't do that in modern WoW. So I'm gonna try Dead Mines first, and then I want to go to Wailing Caverns. Now Wailing Caverns, there's not gonna be much in the form of cloth, but there's tons of leather. The leather's a little low for me now. It's like light and medium leather, and I really need heavy leather now. But it's also the deviant scales and stuff. And there's special armor you can make with that. I don't know if I'm gonna even make it because, well, I could maybe make it from my hunter or rogue, I guess, if it's not soulbound. Now I know in Wailing Caverns I made it through. I think maybe the second boss, but it's just even when stuff's a lot lower level than you, if you're really outnumbered, it's tough. And then when they get low on the thing with classic and in newer iterations of the game, they made it not quite as terrible is just about everything that you're fighting. Most things, especially humanoids, when you get them down to really low hit points, they run in fear. They go running off, and then if they run away too far, they find friends and bring them back in. And if you're trying to solo your way through a dungeon, that's going to be a big problem here in Dead Mines. If you're trying to solo your way through a dungeon and you're already fighting a group of 5 guys, and they go and run and grab another 5 guys, forget it, you're dead. You're not going to survive that. So it gets tricky. Um, oh, I can quest here. Right, I was going to do these quests before and I didn't because I was a little too low level, I guess. I was getting wiped out. The Murlocs really group up on you bad, like I just explained, and then they get low on hit points and run away and grab more Murlocs, and Murlocs always gang up on you a lot. Where am I going? Let's fly to Ironforge.
Can I
We're not
help you?
questing right now. Well,
See you
maybe
around.
I'll end up questing. We'll see. We get to see all this area that's been changed after Kata when they made it so you can fly in Azeroth. This area is something that you can always. Well, you can't really see it this time, but there's like a little area over there with a little farm and a couple of dwarven NPCs and stuff. You can't get there at all unless you glitch your way up a certain part of the mountain. Oh yeah, up here too. There's a couple of Ironforge guards just wandering around on top of the mountain. There's a certain spot where you can kind of glitch your way up like a crack in the mountainside. And I remember trying to get up there, and it took me hours and hours, but I finally did it. I think you need to be on a mountain to do it. But it's just cool because it's like an unfinished landscape because it's a part that they didn't think anybody would ever be able to get to. I remember I think I saw like a YouTube video or something of somebody doing it, then I had to do it. Well, that was the old days. I'm talking about like, I don't know, probably close to 10 years ago. I think I got Shay up there once. Probably not though, because she didn't play Ally back then. I think it was probably Doug and Scott. That group. They don't play either. Okay. Am I acting like I need to dump stuff off? I already did that. Yep. Traveling, traveling, traveling. Nowadays in modern WoW, there's all these portals in all the major cities, and you just bing, bang, boom, just quick travel everywhere. Yeah, it's not a thing yet. I could have flown from where I just flew from straight to uh well, straight to Dead Mines, but it's more expensive. I'm saving every silver I can get, so I'm taking the tram from here to Stormwind, which is free. Then I'll fly to Sentinel Hill. Oh, you know what? All these quests are for Nomergon, which is like a level. Oh, find Bingles. No. Yes, that's Nomergon, which is like a level 35-ish dungeon.
Greetings.
So I'm not going to be going in. Yeah, Techbot. I'm not going to be going in there anytime soon.
Necessity is the first cousin of invention.
It would be nice, but there's no way I can do that.
Honored, I'm sure.
Punch card.
Off and away.
Okay, so all of this stuff is Nomergon, isn't it?
Hi, how are you?
Essential artifacts. Yep.
You have a great day now.
This guy sometimes has quests saying
Interesting.
talk to Shawnee. I think I must have already done that.
Need assistance?
Yeah, okay.
Alrighty then.
But that leads to a Dead Mines quest too. Since I'm going to Dead Mines, it'll be a gray quest, but I could do it anyway. I do like druids a lot. It's just a lot of fun to
I need
shapeshift.
to get closer.
No, oh no, don't do that. This one there. X. Sit down. So I made a quote unquote banner for the bottom of the stream. By banner, I mean just the text saying the Red Bear 773. I made that up right before I started because I didn't want to keep putting the O&W banner down there. It really doesn't make any sense at all for World of Warcraft. Railroad banner. And I guess I don't feel like having lights on and stuff, so I didn't put the webcam on. Took my Santa hat off. Christmas is over. I remember way back when there used to be a guild. Oh, I don't remember what the guild was called, but they were all gnomes, and a big part of what they did anyway is they RP'd as ticket agents for this tram, and they would get themselves back in here behind the gate here and sell tickets. It was hilarious. In the content manager, I'll have to show you how to do it. You have to start up when you start up trains. There's like play game and stuff, and then there's a button that says content. That's what you click, and you get to the content manager. And that's where you can search and stuff.
Hi, you're a tall one.
Underground Assault. That's the Dead Mines one. Yeah. Oh, wait. Deep in the Dead Mines is functional Goblin Shredder. Yep.
Off and away.
This one is for No More Gone, which I'm not going to do.
Very well, then.
Yeah, that's right. There is a thing in game too. Yeah, I don't even know how to use that. I've always used Content Manager. Yeah, it doesn't really explain much to you. I wonder if there's any other quests for Dead Mines. See, back in classic days, you had to hunt and find out where the quests were. Like, even for the dungeons. Like, nowadays, you walk into the dungeon, and right at the front door, there's a bunch of NPCs with the quests for that dungeon. But that wasn't a thing in classic. Like, somewhere there should be a quest to kill Van Cleef, the last boss in the dungeon. But I don't think I'm going to bother trying to dig for it. Would that even be? Yeah. I don't know where that was. It's a great quest anyway. I'm not going to subject you guys to me hunting all through Stormwind trying to figure out where the quest would be. I don't know if I'm even going to make it to Van Cleef, to be perfectly honest. Hopefully you can search by author and put in Red Bear 773 and find my stuff. Not really sure how that... If you can, then that means that my stuff's just been up there on the content manager since I made it. Like, I've always wanted to put my stuff up like in a bundle and, you know, have something I could link or whatever, but I never did. But I don't think I have to do that. I think it's just there. I think that's just how it works. I don't know, though. I know I didn't put in a fancy description or anything.
King's honor, friend. Need help?
Okay. Oh yeah, today's New Year's. Remind myself. Yes, Sentinel Hill. Do, 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 do. I'd love to see Kiara play World of Warcraft again. She did it once. One stream she played Burning Crusades Classic. But even though she blocked what server she was on and stuff, still some of her fans figured out where she was and followed her all around and stuff, but they were pretty cool about it. The silly thing was she was playing a mage, so everybody else following her around also made mages, so it was like this group of like 6 different mages all like casting fireballs at the same time, and it was like, okay, you all can cast fireballs, but nobody can tank and nobody can heal. If you're gonna make a point to play with somebody and help them out and stuff, make a party. It works. I don't know. Okay, can I, real quick, can I decide to show low-level quests? Oh, wait. Floating compact text wasn't on? That's usually on. Auto self-cast. Yes. Anyway, what I'm looking for is I want to see gray quests. Just in case there is. I don't know what a toast window is. Just in case there is another quest for the dungeon. I feel like that's just not an option. That might not be an option in Classic. Probably not. I think I would have seen it. I'm surprised even this works, and it does. I grouped up with somebody yesterday and it works. Raid style party frames. Now that's something they never had in Classic. Yeah, I don't see anything about it. I think it would have been right here. Or right here. I wanted to show low-level quests, but nope. That makes it more difficult. Well, what are you gonna do?
Greetings.
Because I never quested here with this tune, I'm pretty sure.
Good day to you. You need
So
something?
how do I know if somebody has a quest? Really, I shouldn't
What can I
care.
do for you?
Yeah, see, this guy's got a great quest.
For the Alliance.
I bet you don't even get the quest for Dead Mines unless you do all the other ones anyway.
Need help?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Need help? Safe travels.
Good day to you. How are you?
Safe travel.
I'm not gonna try to dig around with it. It would take me forever. I'm just gonna check the main guy up at the tower. That's it.
You need something? Light be with you.
What can I do for you? Light be with you. Be careful. Hey there.
Nope.
See you later.
What can I do for you?
Alright. Kind of tempted to get rid of the simple wood. The reagents for making campfires, but I never make campfires. Flint and tinder and simple wood. Flint and tinder is actually kind of expensive to buy back. Slightly. I'll just get rid of simple wood, I think. Anything to make a spot. You know, I have both melon juice, milk too. I need my skinning knife. Fishing pole. Yeah, there was a bunch of things I could have left at home, but I didn't
See
have
you
any
later.
space. Oh well. Alright. I'm outside. People were chill when Iris played Fantasy 14. Yeah. They found her in game. Like when Kiara played WoW, a bunch of fans, I guess, found her and they were kind of swarming around her and stuff, but she never grouped up with any of them, which if I was the streamer, I guess she's trying to not play favorites or anything, but if I was the streamer, I would say, if all these people are coming around helping me kill everything anyway, might as well group up. So it just makes it so much easier, because if you don't group up, which is what she was doing, then she had to get the first hit on everything before the other people would kill them, or else they would steal her XP, basically. And but they were really good about that. They were, for the most part, not stealing the hits. Or if they did, they probably didn't mean to. It's kind of tricky when you're all playing mages, too. So she probably had party chat turned off. She had, like, whispers turned off and stuff like that. I think she had everything with the chat turned off, probably. Understandable. I mean, thousands of fans and stuff that she has. Yeah, the VTubers have really exploded. So in case somebody doesn't know where Dead Mines is, it's in this building in Moonbrook. I'll stealth. I don't really need to stealth, probably, but I will. Yep, you're a VTuber now. I was watching Frankomatic and Cess. Now, Frankomatic is an old school uh, YouTube content creator. Mostly made LPs, Let's Plays. Calls himself Obscure Game Theater. No, most of what he plays nowadays isn't obscure anymore. Oh yeah, classic. All these guys are elite. I think even by Burning Crusade, these guys aren't elite anymore. So just working your way through here is tricky if you're at level. But I have stealth and I'm level 30, so I can just sneak right past him. But anyway, Frankomatic, he does a lot of adventure games and RP games and stuff, older stuff and some newer stuff. But anyway, he's got was girlfriend, now wife, Cess, that plays that usually with his LPs. If she's there, she'll be like in the background, like co-commentary, making fun of him and stuff whenever he makes a mistake, that kind of thing. And but recently she started streaming a little bit on her own too, and she's got a VTuber avatar thing. But what was really funny was the last night before, for New Year's Eve for them. They're in Japan, um, so they had it like a day early. They did a Dragon Warrior race, randomized Dragon Warrior. They were both playing it, the same seed, and they were racing to see who could beat the game first. It was pretty great. And the funny thing was, Frank had his webcam on, and you could see in the background the back of Cess's head. Because they're in the opposite sides of the same room, I guess. Also, I'm talking, not paying attention, so I'm maybe kind of a little lost. It is a little tricky to get through this area. But, so you could see, like, if she was leaning or something, you could see her in the back of Frank's screen. It was pretty cool, actually. Hope she gets affiliate pretty soon. That'd be nice. Well, she doesn't. She just started really streaming. She usually just does stuff with Frank, but now I guess she's kind of doing stuff on her own a bit. And yeah, I'm not pretty sure I walked past the entrance like twice already. This is going into the undead section now? No. In modern WoW, I don't think there's any enemies in this section, even. For the longest time there were enemies, but they weren't elite. But now I think, yeah, I thought I went backwards, and I did. Okay. But now I think there's like just drifters and bums that are all yellow that you don't even fight. For the most part. There might be like a rare one or two enemies. Yeah, there's a lot of indie VTubers too. I just mostly got into VTubers because of the big ones, Hololive, and some with VSojo, but them I just watch mostly clips of. There's only so much content you can keep up with. But yeah, there's a lot of indies too. Oh, cool. Now, VTubers gotta stick together. Cess has a pretty nice, I guess it's a 3D model. Like, she's not wearing any special tracking or stuff, but when she turns her head, you can see her VTuber model turn their head too. And she's got like this long hair that flops around all over the place. It's pretty cool, actually. Like, a lot of these indie VTubers have much better models than the really big popular ones. Damn it, this looks like the place where the dungeon should be. But it's not. Must be over here. Usually I just get right through here. There's a lot of mining here, but this tune is a Skinner, so... Huh? No, that's Joe. Realistic Velociraptor. Hey, you know, don't laugh. I've thought about the idea of doing like a red thing. I mean, I get the PNG I put up half the time instead of my face cam anyway. It's like there's the entrance. It's like a filter thing. Like I think it started out with people who, yeah, see, there's no NPCs or anything to get a quest from. But I think it started out with people who were doing video chats and used a filter that would put like they'd still be their regular face, but they'd have bunny ears or something like that. And then it just morphed from there. And now there's like there's a frame, and then you put the animated image on the frame, and it moves. I don't know. I'm not explaining it too well, but it's something like that. I think at the end of the day, it's still like a filter type thing. Okay, let's buff up. Since we're finally here, I took my sweet time getting here because I was putzing around, chit-chatting. But, okay, buff. What other buffs do I have? 10 stamina there. And we'll eat some food. Okay. We are done being sneaky. Now it is just kill everything in sight without getting killed. And entangling roots is not working here at all because we are underground. Good to know. So it's all gonna be bear form. Now, bear form does a lot slower as far as killing, but you're really tough with a lot of hit points and good armor. I don't have a good way to pull, really. I have to get out of bear form. Yeah, well, this one's coming right at me, actually, but, you know, I'll show you what I mean anyway. Most people, unless they're already artistically inclined, they'll pay an artist to make a model for them, and it's big business now. So these artists, I mean, they're good at what they do, but they make a lot of money making this because it's like a huge boom right now. Let's see how not careful I can be.
Not enough rage. Need more rage. Not enough rage.
Yeah. Always try to kill the casters first.
That ability isn't ready yet.
Just a good general rule of thumb. Trying to right click to attack. Shouldn't do that because it already pretty much auto targets the next enemy. But it's just a habit. And here we go with them running.
Need more rage.
I'm getting low on hit points, but this is the last one. He's almost dead. There we go. Oh yeah, we're getting a lot of wool. Good. That's what I need. Good. good wool. I do have an interrupt, but it has a bit of a long cooldown. 1 minute, so I gotta pick my poison. Pick when to use it. I should say pick my poison isn't really the right way to say it, but yeah.
Not enough rage.
Yeah, that'd be great. Oh man. Yeah, there's a lot of pretty good 18 Wheels of Steel characters. Yep. There's that one guy with the hat that looks like he's like a World War II vet or something. MacArthur. World War II general. Let's see. What else is elite in here? Anything? I think we're down to all the Lopies. So now. Let's round them up a little bit. Just a couple of them. It's good practice for me too. I haven't really tried tanking much, even though she's set up to be a tank. Actually, when I'm questing, if what I need to kill is at least like a level or two lower than me, it's a lot faster to kill stuff in cat form, so I use cat form. But if I'm fighting more than one enemy, or if it is a little bit harder enemy, then I'll use bear. Yeah, they do. You know what might be interesting if I play first person a little bit. The miners are not elite, so they're very weak. But all the Defias, the other ones that have you'll see the filigree around their heads, they are elite, and they're the ones you gotta worry about. Hey, a green. Good. Junk. That's a healing potion. Linen. That better not be better than what I'm wearing. No, okay. I'm not gonna first person as a druid though, because I gotta remember what form I'm in and stuff too. Now there's an elite, the evoker, which is caster. This is also the easiest part of the dungeon, the first part.
Need more rage.
I don't want to wait for the rage, so I just walked up to her. This is what means elite.
Not enough rage.
Should really run out of this red area, but doesn't do much damage, I guess.
Need a target.
Being lazy. I would really want to run this dungeon with somebody with mining, because there's copper and tin everywhere, even some silver. But this is my highest level tune, so this is going to be the easiest one. My next highest tune, my Pally, is level 24. He probably, well, no, he could make it a little ways in, but the problem with him is he's specialized in holy, which is like healing. So as far as tanking, he's not too good at it. That gives me rage so that I can charge. I wish I had a little bit more stuff to do ranged-wise. I already got the patrol. I think that was the evoker lady.
Need more rage.
Okay. Shadow gem. We need shadow gems much. It's junk. I wish there was a vendor at the very beginning. In more modern versions of the game, there's NPCs and a vendor up there at the beginning of the dungeon, but not in classic. Probably everything that's gray that I'm putting down here I'm going to end up having to throw out. There's the elite. Hey, you. I'm going to pull them around the corner. Just in case there's more elites. Even though they're lower level, I wanna play it safe. He's running. I heard some fireworks, but we never ourselves do much fireworks, but I heard some in the neighborhood. The funny thing with New Year's, though, is up until maybe, I don't know, 5-6 years ago or something, in my town in New York State, really, we never really did fireworks for New Year's. It was always just 4th of July for fireworks. But nowadays, yeah, there's a lot more fireworks for New Year's. Oh, thorns wore off. Got some miners over there. Where's the next elite? Oh, there's really not much. It's a lot of crunchies. Okay. Might be another patrol that comes through. This is the easiest part of the dungeon, though.
I need a target. Not enough rage. Need more rage.
Yeah, for the most part, yeah, they're just annoying waste of money. I guess when you're kids, you kind of get more out of it, but yeah. Yeah, go get your friends, I don't care. Next. Right now I know there's no elites they can go get, so I don't care if they run away. They always have to come back, which is the silliest part of it. Oh, the snow melted. Oh, that sucks. We we just had that one little storm. What was it? Christmas Day, the night before Christmas. We got like an inch and a half of snow, and it was gone by the end of Christmas Day, which sucked. And we've had a bunch of rain, which is just really annoying. That's the next area. Any chests that I missed? I don't have find treasure on. See, on my dwarf characters, I have find treasure. Comes in handy. Oh, come on. There's Kaz. Cat. Haven't seen him in a while. Okay, get up there. Man, I gotta save that beer that gives me 10 stamina. I gotta save that for when I fight a boss because it wears off pretty quick. Food, I have lots of food, but the booze I gotta save. What about the one that ran away? Did he come back? Sure. Okay. Did I get everything? Okay, good. That's actually good. I'm not getting too much junk. Coming up on the first boss, I think.
Not enough rage.
Hey. Yep, there's the first boss. That's who I don't want to pull yet.
I don't have a target. I need a target.
Yeah, fireworks, I've become angry old man about fireworks because we have a lot of animals. Well, not as many as we used to, but still, anybody that has animals hates fireworks because the animals always get scared. And it's just not worth it. Okay. Got the boss man here. I don't remember what he does in Classic either. Remember what he does in newer versions. And then are these elites? Yeah. Don't want to have to fight those two and the boss. Wonder if I can pull just one of those at a time. Let's try it. Oh, no. Let's let him go back to the door. 16. 16? No, level 19? Oh, I thought Dead Mines was lower than that. The regular ones are 16, but this guy's 19. And, of course, a boss. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay. Oh, this is gonna suck.
That spell isn't
So we waited a little too long to heal. Because if I run out of mana and can't go back to bear form, I'm completely screwed. I might not be able to do this, actually. This is gonna be a long grind. If I can survive it. Wonder if I have to kill the
need more
watchman, but
rage.
I'll turn my back to this guy with a giant club. I'm guessing that's gonna hurt a lot. Nope, 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 nope. That healing potion did nothing.
I need more mana.
Now I'm out of mana. Yeah, I'm screwed. Oh, I can't do this. That's good to know. Probably should have done this on stream. Yeah, I have no mana. I didn't realize he was not going to be 19. I thought this dungeon was like level 16. The regular guys are 16. I might be able to do it if I could get the 2 ads away from the boss, but I don't think I really can. Huh. Well, there you go. That's just the first boss. Is that higher than Wailing Caverns? I killed the first boss in Wailing Caverns a couple of levels ago. I think I might have killed the second boss. I'm not sure about the second boss. I know I killed the first one. The second one, I think there were too many ads around it. Yield Classic, look how far away the graveyard is. Nowadays they put the graveyards right at the dungeon entrances so you can just run back in. Wow. I thought this would be easy. This is the lowest, I think this is the lowest level dungeon. Like Wailing Caverns is kind of low too, but I don't think it's quite as low as this. Where am I? Sometimes I'm blind. That's just a normal thing. I got one of these. If I can sell those. And you don't have to go into... I can't wear it because I'm not a rogue. But you don't have to go into the dungeon to find those. They drop off as any of the Defias guys outside too. See if I can just beeline right into the dungeon this time without Getting lost. That's that it? See, this is something that looks like it, but it's not it. That's the annoying thing. Now you have to go through here. Yeah, at least night elves have a wisp form, which is a little bit faster. Okay. I'm gonna buff up and try one more time. If I can get those two highwaymen away from him, kill them first before pulling the boss, I might have a chance. But if I can't, then no way. I wasn't even close. Maybe the one on the right I can pull. It's fun to try anyway, even though you're not getting much of anywhere. If I had mining, this would be great just for the copper and tin. Yeah, he's just a little bit higher than I was expecting. Just looking for a different spot. I'm sure this won't work if I jump this guy back here. If I wait until the boss goes up to the front. No, he'll see me by the time I... Figured for sure I'd at least be able to down the first boss. Oh. Damn. I thought I got him. They started shooting me and then he pulled. Yeah, I'm gonna try killing the ads first. That's not gonna work. Oh, one of them ran away. Damn it.
Rage.
Is he dead? Yeah, okay. Let's see how this goes. I tried ignoring the ads and just killing the boss, and that didn't work well. I only got one ad this time, thankfully. The other one somehow ran away. Which I didn't think could happen. But I'm glad it did.
My mana is low.
Oh god, I'm out of mana. Just need to be able to get in bear form, please. My mana is still really low, I can tell. I need one more person to come through with me to heal me. At least help me kill. Even at level 30, wow. Well, I might be able to get him this time. If I have mana. Yeah, I'm getting somewhere. Wonder if Bash works on him. Oh, it does. It's not the heal that I wanted to use first, but it worked. No! I hit the wrong freaking button. There goes all my mana. Actually costs a lot of mana to transform in the classic. Nowadays it costs like nothing, but classic it does. That's my biggest problem actually. If I run out of mana I can't get back into bear form and then I'm screwed. Oh, we're getting there. He's almost dead. Really? He didn't even drop a green? A white? Really? A white two-handed hammer? Not even a green? Wow. That's classic. And I didn't take my 10 stamina beer. Hold off on that now. So if you run far enough away, this guy leaves the fight and goes back. I didn't think that could ever happen in a dungeon. Good to know, though. That's what saved me. Not having to fight 3. A little worried because I think a patrol could come up through here now that the door's open. Yep. Oh, jeez. They didn't see me, thank God. It's 2 of them.
Need more rage.
Oh, that would have been bad. That would have been death. Oh, don't go get the patrol. Okay, he's running the right way. Good. Whew. Now I'm gonna wait for that patrol to come back out. Can't believe they didn't see me. Oh, I got a talent point. I didn't mean to press that button. You said it. Ooh, I can get something fancy this level. Crit strikes from cat. No. As far as talents, I really want to go full bear stuff. Oh, god damn it. You. There's the patrol. I didn't know how far they went up, but apparently they go up all the way. I kind of remember that now. They walk all the way up to the beginning once that door's open. Should really be getting out of this red area.
Need more rage.
I hate it when they run and there's nothing I can do about it. There. Anywho, as I was saying, I have to read this stuff. I haven't done this in a long time. 50% chance to gain additional 5 rage anytime you get a crit on bear. Okay, that's good. I mean, I don't know how much critting I do because I'm not taking a lot of points into crit stuff. Increases stun duration of bash and pat. That's good too. Increases threat generated bear chance. Oh, that's neat. That's good, but probably want to get something better first. Oh, what's this? Way everything kind of opens up when you get to 30, huh? Actually, I spent my first 5 points here in Resto for this. To gain 10 rage when you shapeshift, and I shouldn't have done that because I'd have 5 more here by now. I'll just straight up increase your melee attack power. 50% of your level. Oh, that's really good too. That leads to... yeah, of course that's 25 points. I definitely don't want that. Oh, that would be so nice. Movement speed and cat form. But nope. I gotta do bear stuff. That would be nice too eventually. Really shouldn't have spent my first 5 points in Resto. That was a waste. You know what? I'm always out of rage. I think I'm gonna go for this first. And then this. Okay, it is done. There's not even a confirmed thing, you just click it, so you're kinda screwed if you click it and didn't mean to. Ah, classic. I'm just gonna stealth in and do some scouting. Okay, so crunchy crunchy, I just saw somebody walk off that way. There's another patrol there. Actually, looks like we've got her to ourselves. Okay, good. Oh, she's a caster. I don't want to fight her here because there's another patrol. Get over here. That's good.
Not enough rage. Don't have a target.
Oh, don't tell me I'm gonna get stuck behind a freaking crate. Okay. Lord. So I marked what I think is another patrol guy. Crunchy, crunchy, crunchy. Yeah, everything else is just crunchy stuff. Or how long of a patrol it is. That's how fast you kill a cat form, by the way.
Not ready yet.
The crunchies, anyway. There you go. You won't. watch my health. Really good in cat form here.
I don't have enough energy. Not enough energy.
It's one of the crunchy stuff I can get away with cat form with. Non-casters.
Don't have enough energy.
But bear, I can round him up a little bit more. Because I'm pretty sure there's not doing another elite. I got a minor mana potion, yay. It's minor, this one, that one really doesn't do much. That even give me enough. 140 to 180. No, that's not enough to get back into bear form. What about these ones? 280 to 360. That could be enough. Good to know. Actually, I'm out of my buff wore off. Good, use up some of this buff food that I've been carrying around forever. Put that there. It's junk. So far, knock on wood, we're doing pretty good on bag space. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to kill the next boss. That's the one I actually have a quest for. I think he's the woodcutter section. It's coming up. It's a goblin. I'm remembering the revamped boss, so I don't really remember what the original guy was like at all.
Need more rage.
I just realized there's no real music in here. Sometimes there's some music,
Not enough rage.
but a lot of times there's no. Well, there's something kicking in. I think the parts around where the bosses are it has some music. There's no chest or anything over here. Sometimes in this little dead end there's something, but not this time. There's the next. Okay, she's a caster.
Need more rage. I need a target.
Chug some milk. Oh, there she is. next time around, I guess. No, I can get her now. Probably could have killed her in cat form, maybe. It works either way. Tell there's no more elites, so I'll totally open that door open.
Not enough rage.
Look at that silver, and I can't mine it. I was thinking this place would be a little bit better for money, but who knows? Oh. Or spirit. Well, that's to disenchant. Healing potion. Junk. Okay. Guess I can put the healing potion up there. Might use it, I think, too. Let's see. This door doesn't blow up, right? Ah, yes, the goblins. Oh, these are 18. And they're all elites now? Still. Okay, we don't have the random non-elite diggers anymore. Oh, now I have to go back. Hold on. Let me get over here in the corner. Way back here. Stealth. I will be right back. Hopefully I'll stay alive. I shouldn't have opened that damn door, because now there's probably going to be a patrol walking up through. But I think if I'm all the way back here, since I'm level 30, I don't think they'll see me. That other one walked right past me anyway. Okay, I will be right back real quick. Alright, I'm back. Arr. Okay, good. Nobody killed me. I'm not sure if there was a patrol coming up. If anybody's actually well, no, you wouldn't have seen it because I was on the BRB screen. I was gonna say, did you guys see if a patrol passed by? That's how the last door worked. Once I opened the door, the patrol walked up through. Actually, I'm taking this so slow and long. The patrol mobs might respawn. That would suck. Master room. Yeah, this is where the wood carvers are. I think. Two elites now. Oh, there's something. Yeah, worry about these guys running. Get ready to stun them. Oh, you're hearing a different enemy. Oh, these don't run. Oh, they don't run. Thank you. Didn't really mean to hit that, but I did. Slow and steady wins the race. These are 18 now, they're not 16. No. So no more cat form, I think. Oh, now I need buff food. So far the bags are doing pretty good. Inventory. Thought it'd be a little bit more cloth than this, actually. I got 18 wool. Can't complain too much, I guess. There's some music. Ow. Let's test. 118 elite. Let's see. Watch my health. A little worried about a patrol respawning behind me. Okay, if I can fight one at a time, I can do it in cat form. Good to know. It's a piece of junk. There's the boss. Yeah, Sneed and Sneed Shredder. Oh boy, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that. I don't think I am, actually. I'm gonna try. There's stuff up here.
I'm out of
I know that patrol can respawn. I'm so glad these guys don't run. Oh, there's another one.
Energy.
That's why I'm almost dead. Where did you come from? I definitely went bear form there because if I had to switch back out and heal again, I wouldn't be able to because I'm almost out of mana. I didn't see the second one stuck in the door. No patrol, no patrol. Eventually there's going to be a couple of Defias guys walking up behind me and it's going to kill me. Maybe I'm actually really concerned about that. Because I know this has taken me so long to get through it. If they just walk up and down the main drag. I don't see anything yet. I don't know where they spawn either. This end or the other end. Probably down towards this end. Okay, so I got both these guys down there. Oh, come on. Run. Keep seeing that lantern pop and thinking, oh, there they are. Nope. Okay, next pull is going to be 2 of them. So that's definitely bear form. Oh, hold on. It's not going to be 2 of them. Still only have one finishing move. I would fight this one where he is, except for the fact that the boss is moving around. I definitely want to kill every single other thing before messing with the boss. The boss is up there, I guess. So it's all gonna be pulls. Paranoia. Chunk. Oh, that's actually, I'll just throw out. It's not worth anything. One more ad. There's a chest.
It is too far away.
It's the boss. He's hiding. Don't pull the boss. Don't pull the boss. Okay. That would have been bad. I don't remember what the gimmick is with this boss because it's classic now. There's two different things you can target. The thing that he's riding on and himself. I think you gotta kill the thing he's riding on first. The Shredder. I don't think you can just go after him. But I don't remember. No patrol yet. Gotta take this buff. Alright. Better not be another goblin up there. I don't think there is. Oh, there is there. Crap, crap, crap.
I don't have enough energy.
That could have been bad. Just gotta be really thorough. Maybe the patrol doesn't come back until after you kill the boss. I don't know.
I need a target.
Right. I think you kill the Shredder first. Actually, I don't think you have his choice.
Need more rage.
Yeah, it's just one entity. Okay. Good. It's the newer versions that has the goblin as a separate guy on top. This version, you kill the Shredder and then you kill the goblin, probably. Now, if I was in a group, I would have pulled him down off of this area and turned him away from the rest of the group, but since I'm on my own, it doesn't really matter. Oh, I'm low on mana. He's level 20, by the way. First boss was 18. Yeah, I guess classic Deadmines wasn't quite as low.
I don't have a target.
Oh, you don't fight him at all. Oh, there he is. Okay, I thought so.
Not enough rage.
It's like two fights in one then. I'm low on mana, and I drank a potion. Oh, that's just a pull. We'll win, I think. It's getting a little dicey, though. It's getting a little dicey. It's getting dicey. Hurry up. Heal, heal, heal. I'm out of mana. Oh, this sucks. I don't have any potions. I mean, I'm just kind of stabbing him. Okay. Cloth with strength and strength on cloth. What? Wow. I remember the drops being so garbage and classic, but I guess it makes sense. Do I need buff? No, eat this. Drink this. Strength on cloth. Alright, we killed the second boss, just barely. That got a little dicey at the end. Because you had to kill the Shredder and then you had to kill the Goblin. Wait, what's the quest item? I think the quest item that I have to get is the next boss. Oh, there's going to be a patrol coming out of there, isn't there? Yeah, we got more Defiance guys. Oh, there it is. Oh, it's this guy. Yay, we did the quest. Of course, it's a great quest anyway, but you know. If I had engineering, I wonder if I could do anything with that. Probably not. I don't think they did that yet. And then Buzzer Blade. White. Not even a green. Oh, and it's not soulbound either. Neither is that. Even my lowest character, though, already has screens. Oh, there's the patrol. There's the patrol I was looking for. Vindication. Knew they were going to respawn. They would have walked right over through that door and ran into me. Yep. No. You don't get to run in there and pull more.
Not enough rage.
Well, don't loot. Attack. Attack! It's my own fault. I need to stop trying to right-click the next person to attack. That's less clunky in newer versions, I guess. But they're kind of pretty good at automatically switching to the next target. It's just I'm trying to rush it too much. Then, of course, there's Tab, which just targets the next hostile enemy. But I never think to use it. I always had a problem remembering to use Tab.
I need to get closer.
You know, I wonder. I'm 99% sure that this would never make a difference, but you can physically close these doors. Oh, never mind. No, you can't. I thought maybe I closed the door to keep the patrol from coming back through. No. Banana. Tin? Where'd I get tin from? The chest? It's kind of annoying just because intellect and strength. Nope. No, that wouldn't be good for my hunter either. Disenchant pile it is. I have over a gold, so we're getting a little bit of money. 10. I might have to junk that if things get really tight. I mean, tin is good, but Not until I junk all of this stuff. Especially this. I don't even know if you can sell this. Okay, what do we got now? Got this guy. Well, he's coming to say hi, I think. He's shooting me, I guess. Where? God damn it. No. Get out of line of sight. Let's pull him back.
I need to get closer.
This guy's annoying. He's smart, though. Kinda. Oh, there's a lever for the door. Doesn't do anything. That just shows you, hey, that's how they open the door. There's the next one, I guess. Another task manager. Task manager, yeah, sure. Oh, you're elite. I thought you were another digger. Whoops. Oh well. Good thing I went in bear form. At least the goblins don't run away. That's nice. Oh. Crap. Oh, got away with it. Heal. Raider's Belt of Strength. 13, 3. That maybe I could use on Stone Axe. That's junk. Cannonballs. Let's drink.
I need a target. I'm out of range.
No, that's another one. Oh, there were two patrols. I see. Okay. Oh, nope, nope. I'm not falling for that. You're getting over here.
Need more rage.
These taskmasters are a little annoying because they love to.
Not enough
Well, they're like hunters. They want to get their range. Actually, buff food, not yet. I'm already going through a lot of it, kind of. Just Starting to smell food downstairs. I think Mom's cooking pot roast. I think it'll be another hour, probably, though. Although that crock pot works a lot faster than she realizes. It's a newer one. The older crock pot took a lot longer.
I don't have a
But they're
target.
kind of supposed to, though. It's the thing. Let's try... I want to see how I can do in cat farm against her. Nope, 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 nope.
I need to get closer.
Pretty good. Oh, you're an elite. Goblin woodcarvers are kind of hiding. They look just like all the other diggers, and then, oh, that's an elite. But one elite I can kill. Now I'll eat buff food. I got a minor mana potion back. Nice. Junk. Junk. Get rid of this banana. I'm gonna get rid of this. It's not worth anything, I'm pretty sure.
Not enough energy.
Black and Defias boots, those sound kind of cool. Oh, that's a set. Eat this. 3 agility, 2 stamina, and it's a set. 2 of the set, 10 armor, then arcane resistance, increased daggers. So that's a rogue set. That, and it's BOE, that is going to Stone Shade. Although it's only level 13, he's probably already past it, but... Even 2 of the set gives you 10 more armor, though. Sets back in classic days are really important. Really good, I should say. Oh, this is some elite. Didn't even notice. Again. Should have saved that cheese just a little bit longer. Now, this door, I believe, is booby-trapped. This might kill me, actually, because I think you click on the door and it blows up and there's like 2 or 3 guys on the other side. I think. I don't think there's any way around it. Like, I saw some cannonballs, but there's no cannon. I can't click on the cannonballs, so... this could kill me. Oh, nope, never mind. I know the next door that leads into the last kind of like zone of the dungeon has a cannon, and you have to get cannonballs and blow it up with the cannon. Okay, here's the foundry. This might be where I meet my match. Yeah, now the enemies are 19 elite. And there's a machine boss down here, I'm pretty sure, like a shredder type thing again. 2 19s. Goblin craftsmen. Let's see if did they split up? Was one of them a patrol that went back down? Doesn't look like it. See what they do. Well, they set me on fire. That's not nice. Oh, they run.
I don't have a target.
No. That's the wrong freaking button. That was the wrong button again. And I'm stuck with it. Oh. I don't have enough mana to switch back to bear. Got away with it, but yeah. I don't know why I'm flubbing the buttons all of a sudden. Yeah, I'm out of mana. Go juice up the freaking milk. Why'd I open up the map? There's no such thing as dungeon maps in Classic. Are you kidding? There's one guy. There's 2 more down there. Get this. Oh, there's a. I thought I saw some kind of patrol. Okay, that's as far as up as he goes. Okay, so I gotta pull. I can't do this. I gotta pull this guy all the way up here. No. Is that something I could get rid of? No. Next it's gonna be 2, but there's that patrol. Okay, patrol's way down there. Yeah, I can't do anything about that. Okay, you can run that way, I don't care. So if he ran down the ramp, I would have had to stun him. That's a patrol. Not ready for him yet. Nope. Definitely not ready for him yet. Swiftness potion recipe, which... Oh, run speed. Oh, maybe I don't have that yet. Oh. Oh yeah, alchemy 160. Okay, that's for him. Flask of oil. More cloth. I have to start junking some of the stuff in here. Kind of need every silver I can get, but wait for that patrol to come back up. Where's the boss? He's hiding. Oh, there's engineers too. Yeah, there's ads over there too. I should probably get those pretty soon. I don't want anything else around for the boss. The boss must be over by the door. 'What is this nonsense? Remote controlled guardian. The other one's... Oh, he's an engineer. I have to. God. Oh, oh, oh. So that's what the engineers do. They bring out these little buddies. $91 copper, almost a silver from that one corpse. Doesn't sound like much, but it actually is. This is another crafts.
I'm out of range.
a little worried about that patrol that I've already killed twice. Respawning and popping up behind me. Sometimes you just gotta spend the mana. Because I think every time you open a door, you're letting that patrol come further along. That Defias patrol. Yeah, I can't close the door. Just don't want to get jumped. That's something. What is he yelling about now? Oh, that's the boss. Glind? Oh, it's not a machine. Yeah, I'm thinking of the newer version of the game, I guess. Oh, great. Copper bolts, yeah, they can be junked. Straight. Oh, that's a green. It can be disenchanted. Actually, chunk those now. They're not worth anything. Trying to guess at what's worth more than other stuff as far as this junk is concerned. Come back over here, buddy. Pal.
It is too far away.
Oh, he's one of these guys.
I don't have enough energy.
My buff food ran out. I'm getting close to a boss, I guess. Eventually, there's a lot of trash to clear out still. Slow and steady. You know, there's gonna be a couple of Defias guys coming down this ramp behind me. I just know it. Just don't know when. That's gonna be 2. That's gonna be 2. Alright, looks like bear form. Oh, you brought out your buddy already. Oh, that guy. I gotta get a line of sight. Oh, hell, I can't move. This is not good. I don't like this. I gotta charge this guy back here.
I don't have a target.
Charge him again. Oh, what? He gets another one. That's not nice. Come on. Oh, no, 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 no. I don't like the engineers. Not a good place to run out of line of sight around here. It's all wide open. He got to pull this golem guy out twice. I gotta fight two of them. Oh, scroll stamina. Don't mind if I do. Right before the boss, I'm gonna use that. Copper modulator, I'm gonna junk that too. I don't have enough room for that stuff. It's just copper. Did I loot everything? You're gonna die anyway. Course blasting powder I do want to keep. Actually. Getting low on inventory, I knew what was gonna happen. One guy? Yeah, there's both a forge and an anvil here. So if you are a miner, you can make stuff here if you want. Which also is a big deal because ore only stacks to 10 and bars stack to 20. Anvil I don't think would be all that useful. Maybe a hunter if you're an engineer and you want to make more ammo. So I was questing in Lock Modon and I needed a forge so that I could make ammo. Oh, that's an engineer. Line of sight, please. Come on. I know you're summoning your little pet. And these guys run too. 1 screwdriver, 1 dagger, 2 agility. Actually, right now I just have 3. Well, no, for me, stamina is better than agility. I'm a tank. I wonder if Stone Shade could use that. Maybe. Get more and more stuff that I don't want to get rid of. That's the boss. The smelter, Glint. I want to get all the other stuff first. I'm gonna take a little look. Is there anybody coming down here yet? Because I'm taking so long to get through here. I'm expecting the patrol to respawn. I think they would probably only go about halfway down this ramp and turn. I don't know. I'm thinking though they might go all the way down. Like every time you open a door, the patrol gets a little further. I don't see anything. Oh, there they are. Okay, they already turned around. Okay, they don't come all the way down then. Alright, I'm gonna worry about them. I would have seen them, I'm pretty sure. Unless they, like, come down halfway down this ramp and turn around. Either way, should be fine. Alright. Engineer, craftsman.
I'm out of range.
Should be able to draw this guy back a bit then. I really need to draw this guy back a bit. Oh, that's not the right button. I wanted my speed boost, but I was thinking of my rogue. It's a different button on him than it is on her. Opposite was sorted, but that's more engineering parts. Might be more coarse blasting powder in there though. That's an engineer. Get out, line of sight.
I need to get closer.
Thought I went in bear form, and I did not. I'm getting the buttons mixed. How am I getting the buttons mixed up? I've been playing this for a couple hours straight now on this character.
Not enough energy.
Robots don't really take bleed damage much. The robots, they don't bleed. The whole canvas set. which is nothing. It's all junk. But... Alright, what's in here? Probably gonna throw out whatever I grab, but just want to see if there's more coarse blasting powder. Yes, there is. Okay. Bolts can go. Oh, there's another box. Guess I can find them here. It's kind of a long, slow grind, but I am making money. A bit. I really hate these stupid golems. 'Cause they don't drop anything either, so it's just something you're wasting time and energy on. Oh, there's another goblin screwdriver. Maybe I can dual wield goblin screwdrivers on my rogue. Only 2 agility, but it might be better than what I don't remember what he's got. Thing. Okay. We're getting there. Got a little bit more trash before there's the boss. He is right in front of the door. Oh, there's gonna be one trash guy that I can't kill before him. So that means the boss is gonna be the boss plus 1 goblin.
It is too far away.
You're annoying me.
I need a target.
He died before I could get to him because the debuff he puts on you slows you down. I do believe I should be able to pull this one at least. Better, you know what, let me rebuff everything just in case I screw up. Food's just about out. Drink some. Actually, I'm gonna put that scroll on. Well, if this would stack with it. Another 10 stamina. Well, that's a lot better than 4, actually. What's up, Cass?
Yeah, that's right.
Let's see.
You didn't get it today?
Pull this.
Today? So you put out this?
Yes. Good. Got him. Whatever, he'll die. What about the last one? Before the boss, I don't think I can get that one. It's the boss right there. At least he's not an engineer. Damn. Well, I think like the first boss that wiped me out the first time, I think I need to kill the ad first. So, the craftsman. Just ignore the boss and kill the craftsman. I guess. Wait, doing the sneaky. Kill this guy as fast as I can. Lots of debuffs on me. I should have just let him go because he can't do anything anyway. Okay, I'm at full health, but I'm pretty low on mana. She's gonna have to wait. Do I need to heal? Probably should have, but I didn't. Come on. This guy was actually easier than the first couple of bosses. Oh, there's a green. Almost dead. I should probably heal myself. Worry about the loot later. Leather stamina spirit. 5 stamina. Ooh. No, because it's also less armor. That 5 stamina is good. But I would lose 8 agility, which 8 agility is also very important. And spirit isn't really as important. That's just how fast your health and mana will regen. So it is useful, but it's not as important as stamina and agility. And it's 3 more armor or less. So I'm thought about it though. There was another box of parts. Same deal. I'm just gonna keep the blasting powder. Oh, I got a scope. Actually, crude scope. That's a crappy scope. Actually. Vendor, I can make a better scope than that. Excuse me. So this has been very slow and boring, I'm sure. But we've made it. Yeah, sure, look at the map. After I get through this next little section, just Defias guys, then we've made it to the last section of the dungeon, which has 2 bosses. Van Cleef at the end on the ship, There's still a lot to go, though, because there's a work up to the ship, and then there's the ship itself. I don't know if I can actually do that. Probably not, actually. Pretty soon I might just have to cut my losses in half. It's also getting late. Got a gold 39 silver, though. So I think I've made about a gold on this run. Maybe. Not quite a gold. But, mark this guy. But, yeah. Well, I thought in the beginning when I died to the first boss so easily, I thought maybe I wasn't going to get anywhere.
I can't do that.
We're making. I mean, I'm level 30. I should be able to do this. You would think. But the boss was like level 20, though. So that's not that high. Ooh, that's a green. Spirit strength. That's for DE. Disenchant. Oh, and like I was worried about, I am running out of that. It's probably not worth much. Oh, hello. Hey, patrol. Oh god, that's 3. Oh, that's not good. 3. I haven't had to fight 3 yet at all. Oh, I'm stuck because she froze me in place. Oh, wizard. Oh, that's not nice. This is mean. Yeah, they spawned after I killed the boss. I killed the wizard before I have to heal. Please. Okay, I killed the wizard. Taskmaster. There's 2 of them. I was gonna say Taskmaster next, but there's 2 of them.
Not ready yet.
Oh god. Heal, heal, heal. Too far away, too close. But make up your mind. This is probably the scariest fight yet because there's 3 of them. And they like to run away and shoot you. Actually, the very beginning was the worst with the wizard that froze me in place. Like, oh god. But we're okay. We're on top of it. Play that game. Don't do that again until I can charge again. Damn it. What did I just say? There. That was a little scary.
I can't cast that yet.
Panic heal now.
Inventory is full.
Inventory is full.
I can't carry anymore.
Here we go. Ooh, a cloak. Strength, stamina. Yeah. What is good? That might be good for. That probably is good for my warrior. Alright, what am I tossing? Placement. Oh, canvas pants. Get rid of those. Canvas shoes. And all, the whole canvas gang. I hate throwing stuff out because even if it's only worth half a silver, it's still money. But I have to prioritize. There's another green shield. That I'm gonna throw out. Just throw that out now. Strength, stamina. Maybe good for my warrior, although I think he's going arms. He's only going to be using 2-handers, probably. If I really have to, I could toss my skinning knife and I could toss this tube of milk. Don't think I'm going to be able to go a whole lot further into this anyway. And the bag's getting filled up is a good excuse to not go any further. Let's see what this next little area. I think I'm just going to get this little area and I'll stop before the door to the last section with the boss and everything, because I don't think I'll be able to do that anyway. That's good. That's the hardest part of the dungeon by far. I'm glad I was able to handle that patrol of 3 elites. That was one of the scariest parts. Oh, we've got 2 wizards. I have to fight them both. Did they split up? Wait a minute, wasn't this guy alone before? Seriously? 2 wizards. That might be my kryptonite right there. 2 wizards. Because they can freeze you in place. Oh, wait. Maybe they split up. Okay, they split up. You can come back out now. I know that guy with a skull on his head was on his own once, so I think they split up. Okay, this guy's on his own, I think. Yes, he's on his own. Get over here. Okay. That'll work. No, it won't. No, it won't. No, it won't. Oh, God. Right, I can freaking tell. Oh. Gotta fight 2 of them. I gotta save that stun for when I gotta heal. I needed to pull him back a lot more than I did. I was trying to be slick. Oh, this is annoying. This is very annoying. I could transform out of bear form and get unstuck, but that costs mana to go back in bear form, you see. Oh, he's almost dead. Okay, let's see. Wow. How long am I gonna be frozen here? Okay, I gotta go get him.
It is too far away.
We got this. It's scary, but we got it. Freaking wizards. Oh, good. She didn't freeze me until I made it to her. I can still stun too. We're doing okay. I don't like the wizards. Okay. That was a little spooky. A little yabai, as the YouTubers would say. that I killed those two wizards. There's some cloth. Actually, I'm gonna eat this. Oh, I can't eat in bear form. Yeah, you can't do that yet. There's one extra cloth. That's good. I need wool. This is really good, actually. I need to be able to make one bolt of silk cloth, which I don't think I can do until my tailoring gets up to 150. One bolt of silk cloth for something that she can make with leather working. I think a pair of pants, Healy pants for my pally. I was kind of hoping I'd get it built of silk cloth, like out of a chest or something. Tin vein. I need that gunpowder. Yep, that's how you fire the cannon to blow up the door.
Not enough rage. I don't have a target.
He didn't even see me. He just showed up because I grabbed the gunpowder. That's pretty good. I gotta remember that now, that you get jumped as soon as you grab the gunpowder. You just stood there.
Inventory is full.
That's probably worth more than that. Let's start playing that game. Patch leather pants, get rid of that. Lace mail pants, it's probably next on the chopping block. You know what, that crude scope probably isn't worth much. I think I'm gonna get rid of this milk. Don't think I'm gonna go too much further though. Kind of working out. Missed one. Oh, I remember if you actually come down here with a rogue with a high enough locksmithing skill, lockpicking, not locksmithing, but you can actually pick this lock, open the door that way instead of using the gunpowder. I think if you use the gunpowder, the door blows up and everybody gets knocked down. I do believe. Let's just see how bad this is gonna be. This might kill me, by the way. I don't know how big of a bunch jumps you when you blow this door open.
It is too far away.
That's not.
You there! Check out
Oh,
that
that
noise!
doesn't happen yet. Never mind. That happens later on. Oh hey, I didn't even pull them. Pirate.
We're
Squash.
under attack! Avast, you swabs! Repel the invaders!
Oh yeah, Mr. Smite. How did I forget Mr. Smite? Need to get over here. These guys are 20 elites. Well, maybe they have been. I didn't look at the level of the last boss that I killed either. So there's Mr. Smite, there's Van Cleef, the last one. Oh, and there's Cooksey. Cooksey, whatever his name is. The Murloc. Technically optional, but he does, no, he drops a pretty good weapon, I think. Maybe not in in Classic, I don't know. This area, by the way, is now like a big open cave with the ship. Pretty cool, actually. Oh, these guys are all elites, even the ones that are over there, huh? Okay, there's the pirate. Too late. Starwood music. Gonna save my bash for when he wants to run away because I'm not being too careful here. I'm being careless. Now these guys that are way over there you can safely skip. I'm trying to kill everything anyway, but you know. Schematic C-form charge? Oh, cool. Here we go with the pirates with their freaking parrots. Well, there's a chance that they can drop the parrots as a pet. Although I don't know if there is in Classic. I know in Classic you can go down to Booty Bay and buy a parrot pet. Of course, back then the pets, you have to carry them around in your bags like an item of inventory, so kinda don't want them.
I need a target. I can't carry anymore.
That I definitely want. Cool. You can use that to open locks. Neat. Get light hunting bow. Thought I got a scroll. I got another scroll of stamina. Nice. Save that. Inventory. Well, that's just canvas shoulder pads. I'd throw those out anyway. And if there was a way to like hearth out and then teleport back in, that would be awesome, but there's not. There's no vendor down here. So the level's 20. time I have enough rage to charge. Too late. The whole booby-trapped door thing happened later on, I think. Deadmines got tinkered with a lot. Like I think every expansion they tinkered with it a little bit. Actually, in newer versions of the game, including modern, probably, there's a heroic version of Deadmines. The lowest level dungeon in the game, there's a heroic version. Blackwater Cutlass to agility. Nice. I think Stone Shade would have to learn sword for that. Stat-wise, it's the same as these, so you won't use it. I can still disenchant it. Which means something's gotta go. That. I think I'll probably dump this crude scope. That's not gonna sell for much. You know, newer versions of the game, one nice thing is you can hover over all these things and it'll tell you the vendor price. Oh, that's gotta go. Fortunately, that's not a thing yet. I know weapons would be worth more than, like, armor pieces usually, unless it's a plate. But at this level range, I would think. Food crate. No thanks. I mean, I could eat something, I guess. Oh. Garbage. Let's see. What do you guys think if anybody's left? You think I should try to storm this ship? Well, next obstacles could be Mr. Smite up there. Hi there, Burn. I think I'm gonna stop pretty soon. Standard's gonna be ready soon anyway. Oh boy, here we go. And I don't think I'm gonna be able to beat Van Cleef. I think that fight's gonna be a little too hard for me because there's probably gonna be too many ads. Too many other enemies. If I can keep it to like 2 or maybe 3 things that I'm fighting at a time, okay, but if it's more than that, which I think it probably will be, then I'll die. Not that. Oh. I cannot disenchant wands, but sell-wise, it's probably good. Oh, almost a silver from that. Alright, pretty soon, Mom. Oh, I just got told dinner was ready, so I think I'm probably gonna stop here. I mean, I could do some more trash, but I don't think I can kill the 3 bosses that are left. Could probably kill Cookie, whatever his name is. But I don't know about Mr. Smite, and definitely probably not Van Cleef. But hey, I made it pretty far. I made it to Van Cleef's chamber here. Whatever you want to call it. Oh, that's not a wand. Held in offhand. Oh, that's neat. So I can disenchant it. Plus 4 fire spell damage. That would only be useful for a mage. It's like the one class I don't have. Oh, that's cool though, because I bet, yeah, it looks like a wand, but you hold it in your offhand. if I had the space for it, I might keep it just because it looks cool, but I'm gonna end up disenchanting it. No, that's a squalisher, that's a mage. This might be a good place to stop then. Cut my losses. Shipbuilder. Yeah, let's cut my losses and get out of here. Well, you know what? I'm level 30. I don't think it matters that I haven't been to Moonglade in a very long time. Moonglade is the druid specific area. I'm wondering though if maybe the druid trainer there would have something that I can't learn in Darnassus. I very highly doubt it. Or like a druid quest or something, but I might as well check. It's vendor stuff. Yes, you
My goods are of the highest quality.
buy all of my crap. Oh yeah, 4 silver. Nice. That's soulbound. Sell it. Ooh, 10 silver. Oh, we're almost up to 2 gold. Oh, we are up to 2 gold. Yeah, that's green. That's only worth 1 silver. Disenchant, disenchant, disenchant. That's very important. Disenchant. Okay, I think we're good. All right. Ew. 2 gold, 4 silver. Had a bunch of stuff that I could disenchant.
Good
Because
luck.
it's gonna send me a little, cost me a little bit in postage just sending crap around. Still, that was definitely a pretty good run. Technically, I think I could go back there and some of the trash would be respawned, but not the bosses, I believe. If I wanted to, but I don't think I want to. Could take me a while to get back there too, so meh. Even if I hearthed instead of went to Moonglade, it still would have been Darnassus. Fun fact in Classic, the quests to pick up, the exclamation marks, new quests, they don't show up on the minimap as a dot or anything. Like even by Burning Crusade, they changed that to add they put the question mark or the exclamation mark on the minimap. But in Classic, all you get is when you have a quest to complete to turn in, you get a dot on the minimap. Not a question mark, just a dot. I didn't notice how much it cost me to repair. I don't think it was too bad. I only died once, maybe twice. No, I only died once. You don't have a quest, right? That I missed somehow.
Greetings. Be careful.
I want to really search everything here. We don't have anything, right? Hey, a Tauren I can talk to, though. That's kind of neat.
What brings you here?
It's really high. Okay. 70 additional now.
Good luck, friend.
Pretty sure there's nothing here, but I just want to really search through it good.
Hey there. Hello. Have a good one.
Hello.
Nothing that way. Why is there an opening that way when it's just a cliffside? Okay, I went through the loop. Pretty sure I didn't miss anything.
You wish to speak? Winds guide you.
Now to the druid trainer, who is over there.
That ability isn't ready
No.
yet.
What stealth? Oh, sprint isn't available yet. Okay. Whatever it's called, dash. There's my druid trainer.
How may I help?
Greetings.
This is stuff that I didn't bother buying yet. Fairy Fire and Wrath. No, I already have rank 1 of Fairy Fire. It doesn't matter. I only use those ever to just pull something towards me, so I don't really care if I have the higher ranks than those. I don't want to spend... Yeah, that'd be over a gold to spend on that. Oh. And Rebirth... Why do you even need more ranks in Rebirth? Oh, it uses a different reagent, Stranglethorn Seed instead of Maple Speed. Rank 1. It's a battle res, which only druids can do. Sorry, dead target to life with 400 health and 700 mana. This must be better. Up 750 health and 1200 mana. If I ever played in groups, I would want to get that newer rank, but I'm always on my own, so it doesn't matter. I never use it. You don't have a
What
quest.
brings you here?
Hi there, Sturgy. You caught me right before I'm about to stop streaming, probably. Yeah, dinner's ready, and I just got out of Dead Mines. So it'd be a good spot to stop. Oh, okay. Well, it was kind of a slow and boring slog through the Dead Mines. I was soloing a dungeon that's lower level than me, but I'm a level 30 druid, and the dungeon was like level 17 to 20ish, so everything was gray level wise. But I did die on the first boss the first time I tried it, and it was a little tricky at times, but it was relatively slow slog through. But I got some money. I think I made a little over a gold, and I got a bunch of green items that I can disenchant with my warlock, and that's about it. A couple of recipes actually too. So not a bad haul. I have to keep reminding myself with Spot, Namira the sorcerer. He's where my prime sub goes. And you have to really look at it yourself. You don't really get a reminder, and it never auto subs with the free prime sub. I lost my streak a couple times with him because of that. But it doesn't really matter.
I'm listening.
Okay. Anything going on? No. I have to start sending things out. Flask of oil. That's stone sight. That's stone sight. Greens. That's stone axe. Take the stone axe. I'm gonna have to... I'll do this off screen. I'm gonna have to switch back and forth between different characters and figure out if I want this stuff. Oh, that's vendor. I missed that. That's gonna be disenchanted, unfortunately. That's stone axe. That's stone. That's stone shade. That's stone shade. That's stone shade. What strength? That's disenchant. Presley D. Disenchant, press AD. Better not be better. No, it's not. Disenchant. Stone Shade. You can have a stack of linen right off the bat because he's been going through bandages like crazy. You can have a stack of linen. Strength, stamina, leather, no thank you. Spirit, strength, no. Intellect, strength. Ooh, that might be good for Raver, actually. It's not much, but if it's as much intellect as he's getting from that cloth robe, it'd be more armor. Okay, Raver here. That's stone sight. Here. That's Fender. That's stone sight. Okay. Now to spend some money on sending mail out. Alright. Oh. Cloth. Wool. Oh, I have space in my bags. Oh, and a shadow gem, I forgot. Okay. Oof. That's a quest item. It goes back to Stormwind. It's useful. That's vendor. Leather. Okay. Oof. Nice. Yeah, that was a good run. I'm just under 2 gold now. Actually, I can't even send any gold around from this tune because she needs 4 gold to bring up her skinning again. I think she's maxed out on skinning. Oh no, she's not quite maxed out yet, but still she can get the next rank. But it's like 4 gold, which is a lot. Alright, but that being said, I think we are done here. I gotta run down and get my food because it is dinner time and Mom cooked a pot roast for New Year's, I guess. And let me just see if anybody happens to be streaming. Go to the intros here.
I set us up.
No, not you. Oh, Vinny is alive. I'm not gonna raid him though. Let's him no. Nope, didn't think so. It's New Year's Day. Anywho, I'll see you guys around later. Thanks everybody for coming and all that jazz. Next time I stream, trying to stream a little bit more. I don't know. It won't be WoW. I don't know if I'll have the wheels set up, but I'll make sure to not just stream WoW all the time because that's what I'm playing. Probably Derail Valley. Get back to Derail Valley, although that's kind of getting a little stale until the next update, which is gonna be, I think, another month. Derail Valley. I think February. I don't remember. Maybe even March. So, anywho, I'll see you guys around. Later.